In a cable, the voltage stress is maximum at core of the conductor. The insulation of the cable decreases with the increase in length of the insulation. Is a cable is to be designed for use on 1000 kilovolt, which insulation would you prefer? Compressed SFE gas. The advantage of cables or overhead transmission line is can be used in congested areas. Capacitance grading of cable implies grading according to capacitance of cable per kilometer length. A cable carrying alternating current has hysteresis and leakage losses only. The electrostatic stress in underground cable is maximum at the conductor and minimum at the shaft. Underground cables are laid at sufficient depth to minimize the effect of shocks and vibration due to gassing vehicle etc. The thickness of metallic shielding on cable is usually 0.04 mm. The breakdown voltage of a cable depends on presence of moisture, working temperature, time of application of the voltage, all of the above. The advantage of oil-filled cable is more perfect impregnation, smaller overall size, no ionization, oxidation and formation of wires, all of the above. Copper as conductor for cable is used as annealed. Cable for those 20 kilovolt lines are invariably compressed oil or compressed gas insulated. If a power cable and a communication cable are If a power cable and a communication cable are to run parallel, the minimum distance between the two to avoid interference should be 50 cm. The insulating material should have low permittivity, high resistivity, high dielectric strength, all of the above. The disadvantage with paper as insulating material is it is hygroscopic. Rubber is most commonly used insulation in cable. Yes. In capacitance grading, a homogeneous dielectric is used now. Natural rubber is obtained from milky sap of tropical trees. Yes. Polyethylene has very poor dielectric and aging properties. No. In congested areas, where excavation is expensive and inconvenient, draw-in system of laying of underground cable is often adopted. Yes. It is difficult to maintain oil-filled cable. Yes. The metallic sheath may be made of lead or lead alloy or of aluminum. No. If the length of a cable is doubled, its capacitance becomes double. In the cable sheath are used to prevent the moisture from entering the cable. The breakdown of insulation of the cable can be avoided economically by the use of intersheath insulating materials with different dielectric constant. The intersheath in the cable are used to provide proper stress distribution. If a cable of homogeneous insulation has a maximum stress of 10 kV per millimeter, then the dielectric strength of insulation should be 10 kV per millimeter per mm. In cable, the charging current leads the voltage by 90 degree. Solid types cable are considered unreliable beyond 66 kV because there is a danger of breakdown of insulation due to presence of wires. A certain cable has an insulation of relative permittivity. If the insulation is replaced by one of the relative permittivity, The capacitance of the cable will become one half. Pressure cables are generally not used beyond 600 kV. The relative permittivity of rubber is between 2 and 3. The material for armoring on cable is usually steel tape, galvanized steel wire, any of the above. Conduit pipes are normally used to protect unsheathed cable. PVC stands for polyvinyl chloride. In capacitance grading of cable, we use a composite dielectric. The surge resistance of cable is 50 ohms. The minimum dielectric test in a cable is at lead sheath. In the cable, the location of fault is usually found out by comparing the capacitance of insulated conductor. Cables generally used beyond 600 kV are oil field. Low tension cables are generally used up to 1000 volt. High tension cables are generally used up to 11 kV. Dielectric strength of rubber is around 30 kV per mm. In a cable, the maximum stress under operating condition is at conductor surface. In case of three-core flexible cable, the color of the neutral is blue. In single-core cables, armoring is not done to avoid excessive sheath losses. The insulating material for cable should have all above properties: be acid-proof, be non-inflammable, be non-hygroscopic. The current carrying capacity of cable in DC is more than that in AC, mainly due to smaller dielectric loss. Cables are used for 132 kV lines, extra supervoltage. The bedding on a cable consists of Hessian cloth, jute, any of the above. In a cable immediately above metallic sheath, bedding is provided. Ampere tape is varnished cambric. Which of the following protect a cable against mechanical injury? Armoring. The insulating material for a cable should have low cost, high dielectric strength, high mechanical strength. All of the above. The thickness of the layer of insulation on the conductor in a cable depends upon voltage. Which of the following insulation is used in cables? Varnished cambric, rubber, paper, any of the above.